Hello, hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I am in the car right now heading home from Chicago. I was just at C2E2, which was an amazing, awesome time. Thank you so much to everybody who came by to see me. I had the best weekend and I hope that you did too. So, something awesome happened while I was at the convention. I reached over 300 patrons on Patreon. Thank you to everybody who has joined in on the magical fun we are having over there. I made a promise to you guys that once I reached 300, sorry for the shaking. You guys are like sitting on the dash, so I don't think it's too shaky, but if it is, you guys are just kind of sitting there. Anyways, I made a promise that once we reached 300 patrons, I would start doing a monthly Q&A. So I'm in the car on the way home. I apologize, I look like a total slob, but a cute one, right? Because I'm an alpaca. Yeah, okay. So I have my iPad here so I can access Twitter to get all of the questions. If you guys ever want to ask me a question to be put into one of these Q&A videos, all you have to do is go over to twitter.com/Vera Bambi Live. So yeah, I'm at Vera Bambi Live on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskVeraBambi to ask me anything that you want. So I'm basically just on Twitter scrolling through the Ask Vera Bambi hashtag, and yeah, let's answer some fucking questions. Vontage is here, by the way. He's the one driving. Don't worry, guys. I'm not. Well, obviously, I'm not. Yeah, okay. Oz Fight Fan asks, "Hi Vera, would you consider trying competing oil wrestling or cat fighting?" No. Benny you asks, what was your favorite movie growing up? Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas and 101 Dalmatians. When I was like really little, 101 Dalmatians was my favorite in the world, and I had like a 101 Dalmatians bedspread and like pictures on the wall and a 101 Dalmatians canopy. So yeah, I was pretty obsessed. I think Nightmare Before Christmas is still one of my favorite movies. I watch it every Halloween and every Christmas, like over and over and over again. Chantal Carnage asks, what's your favorite Batman comic? Oh, that's a tough one. Off the top of my head, I want to say The Killing Joke, which is probably a very typical answer, but whatever. I'm allowed to be typical. I like what I like. Benny you has another question. Oh, Benny, you asked a few. Awesome. If you got into a fight, what would your special move be? Super wedgie. Benny you also asks, what is one movie you could watch over and over again without getting sick of it? So I'm terrible.
Every movie.
Yeah, every movie. I'm terrible when it comes to movies. I watch every movie that I watch over and over and over again. I have no issues with repetition. I very much like it. So yeah, I find that I watch kids movies the most though, over and over and over again, like Pixar stuff. But almost any movie that I tell you that I love, I've probably seen like 50 times. Debbie also has a few questions. Debbie asks, how many days at the gym do you work out and how long is a gym session? So when I am working out, I'm not working out right now because I've been, doing the whole C2E2 thing, but cannot wait to get back to it. When I do work out, I work out 3 days a week and I am at the gym for 2 hours. Do you have any prized childhood toys or memories that you could share with us? Oh man, this question breaks my heart a little bit. So when I was a kid, I kind of went through a traumatic experience with my mom, and myself and my sisters, we all kind of like last minute one day we had to move out. My mom went to the hospital for like mental illness. I'm gonna hold you guys right here for a bit. I'll probably put you down when my arm gets tired. But my mom went to the hospital for mental illness, and when we left the house, we left basically, I think my dad told me something like, you know, just grab a couple outfits. Same to my sister. So that's all we did. We just grabbed a bunch of outfits and we went to live with my dad. And we didn't realize that we were never going to go back and get anything, but we didn't end up going back and getting anything. So there's a couple things that I still think about to this day that I wish that I had, like my Beanie Babies that my grandma used to bring for me, or I had this big giant white stuffed bear that I used to pretend that he was alive. He was like my favorite stuffed toy. I wish that I had him. But no, I don't really have anything from my childhood. I have one thing. I have my acoustic guitar, which my dad bought me when I was young, and I used to play a lot of guitar. I don't anymore because I have these nails. They don't allow me to press down on the strings. So yeah, I don't have any prized childhood toys. But I would love to hear if you guys have any. That's an interesting question. As for memories, I have so many stories that I would love to do story time videos for you guys. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Yeah, okay. Devi also asks, is it possible in the future to have more live video chats with fans and supporters? Absolutely, guys. I love doing live video chats, and oftentimes when I'm, like, for example, when I was at C2E2 this weekend, I think I did 2 Facebook live chats, just because whenever I'm kind of bored and I don't have anything going on, I'll do a random live chat. In terms of scheduled ones, I do a monthly scheduled live chat with my patrons over on Patreon. So if you are a supporter over on Patreon, read the description for whichever level that you're in, and you can check there if you get the Patreon live chat. I wish that I could tell you which level, but off the top of my head, I don't remember. And car situation. So yeah. Maybe I'll put it in the description, actually. I'll put it in the description which level you need to be on Patreon to be a part of the live chats. What are some long-term goals for YouTube? Oh, damn. You know, I don't actually have any long-term goals for YouTube at this point. I feel like my current goal is just to be able to YouTube on a regular basis. I tend to set goals as I go, so I'll set one goal, I'll reach that goal, and then I'll move on to setting, another one. Empty Nights, Emma Knightley asks, when did you have your first kiss? Is there a good story? My first kiss was really awkward. It was just with like this neighborhood boy. And it was sort of like a discussion, like I've never kissed anyone before, and he never kissed anyone before, so should we kiss? Okay, let's kiss. I just remember like him kissing me against a brick wall, which was someone's house. We lived in like a townhouse complex. I was really, really young. I moved in with my dad when I was like 9 or 10, so I was probably, I don't know, I want to say 7? Probably 7 years old. That feels young. 7's probably older than I think that it is.
7 is young.
7 is young. But I moved in with my dad when I was like 10. And that was at the house before the house that we got taken out of. So that had to be like 2-3 years. Yeah, I was 7. 7 is young. That was my first kiss. Okay. What are some of your worst fears, phobias? I'm not telling you that.
Spiders.
Shut up. Spiders. Chill your shit, camera. Chill your shit just a little while longer. Like 3 questions longer, camera. Thank you. Okay. Mike Shy from Chicago asks, you've done many conventions over the years. Do you or have you ever had con withdrawal? Because I'm suffering. # we miss Vera. Oh, baby. Well, now I have con withdrawal. Thanks. I feel like I experienced con withdrawal a lot more when I started doing cons. Now I experience home withdrawal. I really miss my cats. But then when I'm at home with my cats, I'm like, oh man, I wish that there was another con. But I've been doing a lot of them, so that's pretty cool. So the con withdrawal is not too bad. Flaveo asks, hey, hashtag Bambi. How you doing? Have a nice trip back home. So have you ever been to Brazil? If not, ever thought of coming here? XOXO. I am doing very well. Thank you for asking me. I am having a lovely trip back home. I get to hang out with you guys on this camera doing this Q&A situation. I have never been to Brazil. I would be interested. However, you guys probably have like a lot of scary creatures and stuff there. That's always like the reason I don't want to go somewhere. Like I don't want to go to Australia because I'm scared of the poisonous wildlife. And I feel like Brazil would probably be worse, would it not? No? You don't know? I don't know, I'm scared. Tell me about the wildlife situation. Chantel Carnage asks, any advice for someone wanting to do better at con vlogs? I always get stuck on what to say. I don't have a hard time figuring out what to say. I think that when I started vlogging, I had a really hard time figuring it out, but mostly it's just, you kind of have to treat your camera like you're talking to a person, I find. Like you can't look at your camera like you're looking at a camera. In my mind, I imagine myself either sitting in a chat room talking to you guys or being at a con and actually talking to you. You know what I mean? I don't think of it as a video diary. I think of it as an actual conversation. So maybe that's what helps me to know what to say.
We're almost at the border.
All right. Okay, we're almost at the border, guys, which means that I'm almost home. Okay, I'm almost home. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and the biggest thank you to everyone over on Patreon. We're going to be doing monthly Q&As thanks to you guys. So long as we're over 300 patrons, this is going to be a thing. And I'm thinking of making maybe two, so this will be one video a month. I'm thinking let's do 2 videos a month once we reach 500, because our big goal for regular videos is 700. So 2 videos a month at 500, that makes sense. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you on Patreon, and I'll see you in the comment sections. Bye. Awesome, thank you so much,
Hey, who are you guys here for?
Vera Bambi.
Vera?
Yes.